Have you got a minute to hear about me and why I'm inspired to get kids reading? Hi, I'm Marianne Mullally, and in a nutshell, I'm a reading coach for struggling readers. In 2004, I founded Dyslexia Answered, and I've been providing individual programs for children and adults who have struggled with their reading, even though they've had lots of help from schools and tutors. My formal background is in human resources and training adults in the workplace, and teaching people using practical, fun learning methods makes a lot of sense. My passion started because of my son and the situation I was in. I have 3 children, and my son struggled with his reading when he was in primary school. He was a bright boy, quiet, articulate, and a really hard worker, but he just didn't get how to read. He was at a terrific school with caring teachers who were using phonics methods to teach the kids to read. Despite repeating year 1 and having remedial lessons at school and private tuition after school, he was still reading at a kindy level when he was in year 3. His younger sisters were reading well, and what frustrated me the most was how the little sight words seemed to cause the biggest problems. I couldn't count how many times he got the word "the" wrong. What was also frustrating was that the school counsellor and an independent psychologist couldn't put their finger on exactly why he had a learning difficulty, or what the name of it was, or how it could be helped. So I kept on searching for something that would get him going with his reading. One day, my mother-in-law heard a radio interview about dyslexia, and she'd called me because she was very excited. Perhaps dyslexia was the learning disability and there was a way to tackle it. If your child's had phonics instruction in reading, are in upper primary school and still struggling to read at age level, don't keep trying the same methods to get them reading. Kids who can't read are faced with a difficult time throughout high school and in later life, so trying the same methods to improve their reading is just wasting time and impacting on your child's behaviour and confidence. I can help your child with your support. Think of me as your coach for your child's reading success. I can teach your child how to use self-regulation techniques to help them cope with their anxiety, and another technique to help them become calmly focused. Then I can teach your child to read by taking the pressure off using phonics and instead use a whole word reading approach that will have them confident and happy to pick up a book in no time. I know you don't want to continually worry about your child's poor reading or writing. You want your child to be making the most of their school years so they can choose what future they want beyond school and build a promising future. I've worked with over 250 adults and children using a non-phonics, multi-sensory approach, and on average, they improve their reading age by 2 years, not to mention their confidence. I know exactly how you feel, and my aim is to help mums and dads who are in the exact same position I was in. If you'd like to find out more about how I can help you and your child, please contact me to talk about the programs I offer. It's easy to be intimidated and overwhelmed, especially when talking to teachers who confuse you with buzzwords and jargon. The truth is that learning to read doesn't need to be complicated. It can be simple and fun. It's not often your child inspires you to discover what's possible, but my son did, and I feel blessed to be able to make such a big difference to so many other lives. Let me help you help your child.